something a little bit different today. I know it's not a motorcycle and it's not anything to do with motorcycles particularly, but there is a connection with Ted here in that this is his creator. So I apologize if you don't want to know about sewing machines at all or anything, then you can not watch any further. That's really up to you, but you might be interested. I'm just going to do a little bit of electronic fiddling or electrical fiddling. The symptom of this is that it melted the mains power connector into it, and yeah, it doesn't work anymore, and it's kind of a single connector in the end here. Well, it's all one unit, on-off switch, mains power in here, and this is where the foot pedal speed adjuster thing goes. So I thought I'd have a go. The little pins that the mains lead connector, they're all wobbling about, so there's obviously something wrong inside. I thought I could do two things. One, I could either try to figure out what's going on there, or I could just hardwire a wire in and not bother about the connector at all. So I thought, yeah, I'd have a look inside. I've got as far as looking at it so far and figuring out the right screwdriver to go in these screws here, which is this is a Torx T10 Torx. So there's a bunch of screws in the side here, which I'm going to pop out first. I'm also trying a new audio arrangement here, so we'll see how that goes. It's a lot less fiddling about than the other one. Plus I can check as I go along that the recording's working, so we'll see how that goes too. I'll take this off while I'm at it. I think I take this off too. Don't think I need that anymore. One here. Oh no, I don't need that one. Don't need that one. That can stay in. I think there's a couple in the top. I should have left it as it was. It's kind of awkward working on the side all the time. There's a couple in the top behind the handle. And then I think there are some underneath as well, which I'll see if I can. I'm going to do this. I have to be careful not to scratch this, so I shall try not to scratch it. There are some underneath. Slightly bigger Torx, these ones. What size is this one? Don't know. Bigger Torx. And I think, if I've identified them correctly, they're two that hold on the side panel. So let's just check. I should be able to take the side panel off now. So yes, for those of you may be interested, I think it might have been the first ever YouTube video I made was about fiddling about with a sewing machine. And the really amazing thing is, I missed one out here. The really amazing thing is did I miss it? No, I didn't miss it. is the number of views it's had. It's and continues to have. It's very, very popular, and I'm not quite sure why, but anyway, thank you to all the people that watch it. I'm glad you enjoy it. Why won't this come off? So yeah, be careful not to. I could really do with what are they called? A spodger. Oh, there we go. Almost. Yeah. So that's that panel off. And then I've got this piece of foam here again, so I can put it down. I think there are 2 more screws that hold this on from underneath. So this being the separate power supply. Let's see if I can get this at an angle where you can see what's going on. Then you need to get this connector out of the way, whatever that's for. And then there's a ribbon cable, you can't quite see, hold on. There's a ribbon cable here, under my thumb. There. And this is the power supply. So you can see it's got a little bit warm under there. And let's see, and as I said, the pins, these pins for the power are very weeble wobbly. So generally not good. So this should come apart, I think. And yeah. Yes, to quote a another channel that I watch quite often, there's your problem, lady. Oh, it stinks. And that capacitor looks, that does not look good either. That is definitely swollen. So, wow. Yeah. That is not good. So obviously the track's disintegrated completely. Oh, I see. It's got I see. It's got a fold over. They've got fold over metal pins. So I presume the heat has just made them go away. So yeah, that looks. I think if I glue that up, probably, I think some epoxy or something. Ooh. Oh, wow. Sorry about the focus. if I get some epoxy, glue these in place, I think I could put a couple of wires to the right place and replace this too, because can you see it's definitely, the top is bulging. I don't like that, so I'm going to replace that. 400 volt, 220 microfarad. So yeah, a bit of epoxy on there, replace the capacitor, solder, it looks pretty obvious where the wires go to. That looks a tad close. Ooh. That's a weird jumper arrangement. Has that been... oh, that's... no, it hasn't been repaired before. But that is... anyway, fix that wire. Is that 2 wires? No, not 2 wires. Yeah, so there's a couple of repair wires, a little bit of epoxy to hold them in place. Job done. Yeah, need to go and get myself some araldite, etc., or whatever, and see if I can find a capacitor. So yeah, be back soon. All the bits have arrived. I've got a replacement capacitor for here, which is slightly taller, but I've checked it does fit inside the case. But I'm not going to do that yet, because I've got to kind of try and repair the burnt out bit of the board, and I thought I'd basically just try and blob it all together with araldite. I've got the plug on the pins to hold them. Let's give you a slightly better view. So yeah, I've got the. I'm going to use the plug to hold the pins in the right place, and there's a big piece of the circuit board that's actually burnt away. So I'm just going to weight that down with a convenient soldering iron that I have here. Should do. Hopefully that will hold the pins more or less in the right place. That one's... it's a bit awkward, as I said, the board has burnt away entirely underneath. Let's prop it up a little bit. How's that? Yeah, that looks more like it. So yeah, I'm basically going to blob a load of araldite in there and leave that to set, and then I'm going to turn it over and fill the hole up that's in the bottom of the board. I thought I had some araldite, I had to go out and buy some. So it's expensive, this stuff. I didn't know it was so expensive. Anyway, this is the rapid set stuff. And I don't know about you, but it always... I never find a way to not mess these tubes up, but I never seem to finish them. Full strength in 2 hours, it says on the instructions. So, dispense equal amounts, mix thoroughly for at least 30 seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 30. Okay, so I'm just going to blob this in here. Maybe I didn't mix enough. I think that should be okay. I normally mix too much of this stuff. I think that will be okay to hold it. So yeah, I'll let that set hour or so, come back, turn it over, do the other side, let it set, and then I will replace this capacitor. Check the wire. This is the wire that goes on one of these two pins. The other one, the track's gone completely on this side, I think, which is what this connects to, so that's good. And the other track I think is okay, but I might have to put a piece of wire in it. But anyway, that's it for now. So I will be back when this has set. Okay, Ted's done his not very good job with the sound thing again, but I guess I'll let him off because he's Ted. So one day I'll get the sound good, but today isn't that day. Can't get you in the shot, Ted. So that's been, I don't know, an hour or so. It looks like it's dry. And it's stuck to the bench. Okay, it's definitely dry, and it fits on there all right. So blob on the bottom already. Yeah, that's reasonably strong. So what? Yeah, I'll do this capacitor first, I think. Then put you out the way there. I'll take the capacitor off first, and then I'll put some more glue around here, leave it again, and then I'll do the soldering wires at the end. Plug the iron in. Now, I did have a quick look for my desoldering vacuum thing. It's not a fancy electric one, but it's just a little pressurized thing, and I can't find it, so I'm going to have to use this braid stuff, which I don't get on with very well, but it should be okay. Hot enough. should be enough. Yeah, I quite fancy one of those things with a little vacuum pump in that for desoldering, but I don't really do enough of this sort of work to warrant it. I saw one on, is it EEV blog? EEV blog, the funny Aussie guy. Looked quite good, but yeah, don't do enough. Right, that's loose. So negative is towards me. I'll make sure I get it the right way around. Doesn't smell good. Negative towards me. Pins are same spacing. Wow. So it's not. It's a little bit taller, this one. I did check that it would fit in the box. I'll just check again. Not much I can do about it if it doesn't fit. Yeah, that fits. So I'll solder that on properly. Can I do these wires while I'm... So that's one of the wires. I think I'm going to put... Where am I going to solder to? So you can see it's pretty frazzled. I need to try and get a wire on... There's a bit of track left here, but don't really trust it. Need to get a piece of wire on there. And I'll take that to one of these points here, somewhere like that. And where's the other one gone? The other one is stuck underneath here, so the other one is going to be this piece of wire, so over to here, which goes to the on-off switch. So I'll take a piece of wire from there and come and solder it on this piece at the top somewhere or something. In there somewhere, but I'll do the gluing first. Oh no, maybe if I just do this, if I do the soldering, I can put some glue on, and then it's basically ready to go back together, isn't it? It's still quite squishy. So what am I going to use for wire? Here's a piece of wire. Will do. A pair of cutters. Cutters. Where did I have those last? Well, typical, I can't find my proper side cutters, so these will have to do. These. Let's see if I can strip my wire with them. Yeah. So what did I say? One from about that long. Yeah, it would seem to be. Right, so let's put the... I'm going to put the plug back on. Like so. And then I'm going to mix up some more epoxy. And put some on the bottom and a bit more on the top. Mix up a little bit more this time. $30 seconds? Probably not. So let me do the top first. I'm going to blob some more in there. And down the side. And down this side. And then some more on the bottom. Fill in all this gap where the board's all burnt away. And that's probably going to drip through a bit, but won't do any harm. So I'm probably going to leave this overnight to harden. And yeah, I think that will be fine. Bit of a gooey mess. Gooey, burnt, blobby mess on the top. I think that will be okay. Time will tell. Well, it hasn't been 24 hours. It's still the same day, and I think it's solid enough to give it a try. So, yeah, I'm going to put it all back together and see what happens. It's a little bit warped, that not surprising, but yeah, it seems to plug in okay. Get the fancy piece of foam again. So this goes in here. plug in the ribbon cable first. Well, that's an awkward angle I've got it at. Excuse me. Okay, that's that. Two screws in the bottom. So two screws that go in the into the power supply are slightly the slightly shorter ones. So I think all I need to do is screw this in. The other I can operate it without the cover on. And we'll see if it goes bang. So I don't know the exact model, so it's a Viking Designer 1 sensor system. That might mean something to somebody. What did I have under there before? This battery box. There. Oh, I'll just put this connector back in the right place. So what do we think? Give it a go and hope it doesn't go bang. I've only got a European cable at the moment, and I had an adapter, and what have I done with it? Slightly safer one here. This one's actually got a fuse in it, so should anything disastrous go wrong, so I'll plug in this end first. It's switched off. Plug it in. Well, that's fancy. It's got a... What does that do? I don't know what that does. Anyway, so turn this off, plug it in, see if it goes bang. No bang. And now, the moment of truth. Woo! You can't see anything. But there. Now, she did also say that the light was flickering before. Where had you turn the light on? Any idea? Start, stop, speed. Fix. lamp. Start. Ooh, wow, that's fancy. How do you turn the light on? Oh, no. Menu norm. Oh, this is... Menu, norm, prog, rep. Ooh, no idea. Anyway, I think that's working. So, yeah, I'll put it back together and we'll see if it can make another TED. So, yeah. Well, anyway, sorry it wasn't a motorcycle video, and I hope you enjoyed a brief foray into something slightly different from a bike. But if you didn't, if you got this far, thanks for watching. And yeah, if you get a chance, then please subscribe and like and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.